Have you ever wondered how to recognize those perfect moments to jump on a strong trend just before it takes off again? In this video, I'll show you one of my absolute favorite swing trading setups, the classic pullback in an uptrend, and exactly how to find it using the ChartMill stock screener. We will show you step-by-step how to screen for the best setups. Be sure to watch until the end, because I will use a setup from this screen to show you exactly where to enter, where to place your stop loss, and where the first profit target is. But first, a quick reminder. A pullback setup in swing trading means entering against a short-term correction within a larger trend. So when the price dips during an overall uptrend, we're looking for the moment that correction ends and the main trend resumes. The goal? To get a better entry price without fighting the trend. Personally, I like to use the SMA10 and SMA20 to identify these pullbacks. If a stock shows strong momentum, I'll stick with the SMA10 because powerful moves often don't pull back far enough to touch the SMA20. All right, let's head over to ChartMill. I already made a video showing how to use ChartMill to scan for these typical pullback setups. You can find the link in the top right corner. But in today's video, I'll be using a custom filter that allows for even more fine-tuning. As usual, I've already set a few basic filters like exchange, minimum price, and minimum volume. Now, under the Performance tab, select the following: price below SMA10, price above SMA20, price above SMA200. Then for each of the SMAs, set them all to rising. Next, go to the Custom tab and do the following. On the left side, choose Type, Property, then go to General, Low Price. For the comparison, select Less Than. On the right side, again choose Type, Property, then go to Trend, SMA20. This filter will search for stocks in an uptrend that are showing a temporary dip, but with an extra condition. The lowest point of the most recent candle must be below the SMA20. That means you'll get fewer results than in the previous video, but the setups you do find will be of much higher quality. Before you start, here are a few key things to watch for. Look for a clear pullback. Several consecutive candles with lower highs and lower lows. Ideally, the last candle should be a narrow range or doji candle. Keep the pullback within reason. I like to use Fibonacci retracements for this. Personally, I limit the retracement to a maximum of about 60% of the most recent swing range. Let's take a look at a few results. To get a better overall view, click the little inverted triangle next to chart per line in the blue horizontal bar. I'm setting this to 5, and I'm turning off big charts by clicking the check mark once. Now go to the chart settings menu. Personally, I change the period to 3 months. That way the chart is zoomed in just a bit more. You can now easily scroll through the results, and there are definitely some nice setups in there. The stocks I want to study further, I'll add to a specific watch list. Just click the little plus sign on the chart of the stock you want to keep. For example, I'm adding the ticker BE. I already have a watch list called Pullback SMA20, so I'll add it there. If you don't have one yet, just scroll down and click Create New to make a new watch list. I'll also add ABVX and DOCN. Once you've added your tickers, open the watch list by clicking the watch list icon in the top blue bar. ChartMill will now show you the list of saved tickers. I like to change the view next. Click the inverted triangle next to View in the blue bar and select 2 charts. By default, ChartMill will show both a daily and a weekly chart. This way, I can instantly see the overall trend the stock is in. For this video, I'll focus on the ticker DOCN. On the daily chart, the stock has been in a clear uptrend since early August. It recently hit a high at $44.86, and since then, the price has pulled back for 5 consecutive down days, each with lower highs and lower lows. The price has now reached a previous breakout and consolidation zone. It briefly dipped below the SMA20, but eventually managed to close above with a typical doji candle. To define the setup, scroll back up and click the ruler icon on the right side of the blue horizontal bar. Click once inside the chart. This links the position sizing tool. The high of the last candle is $39.94, so we'll place a buy stop limit just above $40, since round numbers often act as psychological levels. I'm setting it at $40.02. Be sure to add a limit order in your broker platform. You don't want to get caught up in a sudden high opening gap. The low of that same candle is $38.25, So I'll set the exit price at $38.19. My capital is set to $75,000 by default. Adjust this to match your own situation. For this type of setup, I personally use a maximum risk of 0.5%. You can also add your commission fees and taxes if you like. ChartMill will take all these parameters into account when calculating how many shares you can and should buy. In this case, with these settings, I can buy 199 shares, which would invest just over 10% of my total account. My risk per share is 4.7%. ChartMill warns me that my stop loss equals only 0.7 ATR, but that's typical for this pullback strategy. The alert simply triggers whenever the stop loss is less than 2 ATR. The logical first target in this example is around the previous high, roughly $44.80. That gives us a risk-reward ratio of about 2.5, meaning the potential profit is 2.5 times larger than the risk we're taking on this position. Of course, not every setup will be profitable. Losing trades are an inevitable part of any strategy. For example, this trade in ticker CDTX was stopped out just one day after the initial entry. That's why it's so important to keep your losses small. Want to learn more about position sizing and risk management? Good news, we recently launched our own Mastering Swing Trading course, which includes an entire module dedicated to that topic. The course is paid, but it's completely free with a ChartMill annual subscription. You'll find a link in the description below this video. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.